You are watching Supreme Court Cases in Plain English. Many may wonder, how do cases get chosen? First of all, cases are picked based on what judges believe needs to be addressed first, or is most urgent to them. In order for a case to get chosen, 4 judges need to agree on the case and which cases to get chosen. This is also known as the Rule of 4. Next, I'll explain the top 10 most historical and important Supreme Court cases in the United States. The first ever Supreme Court case in the U.S. was called Marbury v. Madison, and it upheld judicial review, which gave the federal courts the right to determine constitutionality of certain laws. The second most important Supreme Court case was McCulloch v. Maryland, which took place in 1819. This Supreme Court case determined that Congress did have the power to create the bank, which ended up creating controversy between 2 public figures, Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson. In the end, it established where our money would go to the bank, instead of without it, we would have our money stuck in mattresses. The third most important Supreme Court case was Plessey v. Ferguson, in which the court rejected arguments that were in the 14th Amendment and instead contended that the law be separated into different races as a matter of public policy. Therefore, some separated facilities were drinking fountains. In Schenk v. United States, the court held that the circumstances of wartime would permit greater restrictions on free speech than would be allowable during peacetime. In 1954, the Supreme Court case Brown v. Board of Education took place, in which this case declared that state laws establishing separate public schools for black and whites was unconstitutional. This created integration between all schools, and it also let black African Americans graduate from all white universities, creating a greater equality for all African Americans. The next case is called Roe v. Wade, which took place in 1973. And during this case, the right to privacy was determined constitutional because of the Due Process Clause in the 14th Amendment, which protects women's right to have an abortion. The next Supreme Court case is called Miranda v. Arizona, which took place in 1954. This Supreme Court case determined that the police had to tell citizens their rights before they were interrogated. Along with this Supreme Court case, Gideon v. Wainwright also came to be.